something as simple as a soil probe here, this costs $80. So you really want to make sure that you take care of the equipment that Riveredge has. Make sure you don't forget it in the woods. Make sure it gets put back in the place where it belongs. Alright? So when we are out collecting, whether it's out in the forest, whether it's in the pond, whether it's in the river, one of the most important things is we want to be respectful to the organisms that we're collecting. We want to make sure that they can be released as unharmed as we possibly can. And we need to impose that on the kids so that they understand that it's important to be respectful and to respect not only their peers but also the animals that they're going to be doing. So first things, if we're in for the camps, do a lot of frog collecting. It's probably one of the few things that we do a lot of frog collecting in. So when they collect frogs, the problem is when they grab them, they have a tendency to squeeze them too hard. So what I do is I hand out a lot of Parmesan cheese containers. This is going to become really valuable to you. The nice thing about it, you can put the frog in here, and the kids can then pass it around and look at it. They're not trying to keep the frog from escaping and then squeezing it, and literally squeezing the insides to the outside. I also like to have some sort of tanks here so that the frogs can then be put in the tank. Well, this ends up to be a quiet zone so that the frogs aren't continuously re-caught, especially if they're not feeling very good after being caught the first time. You do not want to use metal strainers when collecting frogs. This is way too abrasive for their delicate skin. So very important to do that. We also do a lot of collection of macroinvertebrates when we're along the pond. Alright, so the first thing, of course, you're going to need is some water. So we want to get clean water. A little bit of clean water. And then a lot of the macroinvertebrates are actually hiding within the debris layer. If they're swimming around the pond, then they're really going to be fish food or frog food. So what you need to do is you need to dig down into the muck, and then you need to rinse this really, really well.
Sneaking in.
And every time you rinse, you'll see that the water is flowing clear, coming out the bottom of the strainer. So what you end up with is a bucket that's still clear, but then it has some debris. And in that debris, that's where you're going to find some of the macroinvertebrates that we're looking for. Now once they've got a couple of these scoops in there, then what you can do is when they scoop, they can actually look within the scoop and try and find the macroinvertebrates and put them in here. When we're doing macroinvertebrates, it's nice to have some way of identifying them. So generally what I'll do is I'll have them out there collecting macroinvertebrates, set up some tables here, they all bring them back here. You can set up different types of plastic containers that they can then scoop water into and transfer the macroinvertebrate into that, and using spoons. Now, if you notice, these are identified. This R stands for this is a river dish. We don't want to use a river dish on the pond. We don't want to use this pond dish on a different pond. So each piece of equipment is going to be marked that way. So this equipment is found in the basement of that building. You probably saw it already. We do have for this pond